What's going on, everybody? Hope everybody can hear me as we're going to get ready to get started in just a bit. And we're going to have a good episode. We're going to have a really good episode on the evening. Y'all make sure you let me know if the sound is good or not. I will definitely work and make sure that the sound is good for everybody. And then we're going to get ready to get started in the next 30 seconds. And so we're going to get ready to talk about training camp as it is started today, and also my predictions on the 53-man roster as of right now of who can make the team. And so the decision I made was last night, and the decision was made last night and Monday as I was putting everything together. So believe me, my opinions could change. So we're going to get ready to get started in about 30 seconds. Good evening, Titan Nation. How's everybody? Good evening, Titan Nation. How's everybody? Sorry about that. I forgot it was looping. How's everybody doing? Welcome in to Titans and Truth tonight. I'm your man Chris, aka Blue Enforcer, and we are going to have a really good time on this episode, and hopefully y'all can see everything on the screen as everything. So make sure y'all do share this show out. As you can see, you could join the TNT Enforcers page on Facebook, on Twitter. I'm at TNT Blue Enforcer. That's BLUE in number 4 CER, and also Instagram at Titans_in_truth as well. And also super chats are also appreciated as well. I will also put my I will solely could also get Cash App as well. Definitely to help the channel and everything. So you supporting you supporting me, you supporting the channel as we get ready to embark on this new season, and still got quite a bit. Definitely got quite a bit. More work I'm trying to do. But definitely excited about this new season. And definitely excited for all of you to come along with me again. So definitely, again, make sure y'all share this show out. And also, if you want some Titans of Truth gear, definitely get with me. My email, canewell817@gmail.com, or any of my pages, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I'm also broadcasting on LinkedIn as well. So definitely trying to get some things going over there as well. And like I said, a lot of big things are definitely coming up. So I am more than excited about everything that we're about to embark on. And it's going to be a whole lot of fun. And again, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button on YouTube under Titans and Truth, and also ring that bell on the side, so that way you get all the notifications. Set it to all, and in that way you get all the notifications of when the show will go live. Of course, like I announced last week, we do have the Truth League report is going to be coming very soon as we get into the preseason and head into the regular season, talking about some of the other teams in the NFL. So definitely spread this out to any of your other friends who are fans of other teams, trying to get them in as well. Also, Down to the T is going to be coming soon as well. So anybody out there that's a Vol fan, get out there to Vol Nation, get out there to Grizz Nation, Tiger Nation. I'm definitely going to be talking about venturing into a whole brand new, into some brand new waters as far as content. So definitely be on the lookout for that. I see we got a lot of people. We got quite a few people tuning in. Definitely hope some more people come on in as the show comes. I see we got Rock. Let's see. Did I get your name right? Rock Arouso says, "Let's go Titans." I definitely appreciate that. Let's see. My guy CJ, what's up with you? Reggie B. Hey, look, I've been working hard on this sound and on some of these graphics, trying to put some stuff together. So I've been trying to bust my tail trying to get this right. And I think maybe I finally got it. I'm trying to have it where like a lot of noise in the background is blocked out and things like that. Let's see. We got 615. I got a show going on in an hour, so y'all go check out my guy Lee 615 podcast. He's been churning out a lot of stuff. Got Terrence, what's going on with you, my guy? Oh, got a super chat, $10 chat. Glad to catch a live. Derek Roberts, what's up, my friend? Man, I definitely appreciate the super chat. That is, I mean, you don't know how much I appreciate that. So everybody, like I said, super chats are definitely appreciated. Again, if you're super chatting, you're helping me, you're helping the channel. I'm definitely looking into getting, maybe updating some new equipment and doing some different things to try to make this a much better show, maybe get a different camera. So that's some things I'm looking at as far as trying to improve and things like that, trying to make sure I get, make sure that Titans and Truth gets a great look and everything. So I definitely do appreciate that. But enough about what I'm doing. Let's get into this show, because let's get into what y'all really came to talk about. And that is the fact that training camp has indeed begun. Again, Derek, thank you so much for the super chat. I more than appreciate that. You just don't know how much. But training camp has indeed begun. It is here at long last. And the rookies reported on Saturday. Malik, Traylon, and some of the other rookies and injured players reported Saturday. And then yesterday, all the veterans, Derek, Taylor, KB, Big Jeff was there. So everybody reported. We don't have anybody holding out, which is good. So that is a major thing. So everybody's in. They had the first practice today, and we're definitely going to talk about that. Of course, the first piece of news that did happen during training camp, Buster Skrine retires. So he decided to retire from the league, I believe after 12 years at the age of 33. Would have been nice to still have him as far as a veteran presence in the cornerback room, but I know this cornerback room is pretty deep. It's still pretty young, but it is deep. So, definitely, again, definitely was a surprise to hear the news of that. Again, Derek, thank you for the super chat. Let's see. 615 says, I'm in the same boat trying to get some new gear. I know that's right. So Buster Skrine retires as a Titan. And so definitely thank Buster for what he did last year. Definitely came in and did some good in depth. Definitely helped out the secondary as much as he did. So big shout out to Buster Skrine on his retirement. Now, I do have some clips from yesterday's press conference with Vrabel and J-Rob, and I'm going to get ready to play that for you in just a moment. And I'm just sharing the show out. And I'm just, like I said, I'm going on LinkedIn for the first time. So, you know, and everything. So that's what I'm doing right now and everything. But Vrabel and J Rob definitely spoke yesterday. I have about 5 minutes of a clip, and I'm going to see if I can play that for you right now. Give me just a second. And we're definitely going to take care of that for you. And I mean, they had a lot of positive things to say. So here they are.
Getting on the same page. I think we saw some of that with the players that were out here in this offseason because we had some new faces, certainly in that mini camp, whether it was Austin Hooper, whether it was Chig. Robert was coming back, Traylon was dealing with his stuff. But getting on the same, I thought Ryan developed a really cool, vibe with Chig and with Hoop. And certainly Swain, we threw the ball to him a lot last year. I thought that progressed really quickly throughout the spring, doing the same thing with those receivers. I thought Nick Westbrook had an outstanding spring. I thought Dez took some steps in the spring. Getting Derek back will be great for us. But continue to build on that continuity and stringing plays together. Yeah, nothing.
So that was J Rob giving a couple of things, and now here is Mike Vrabel giving some thoughts.
I don't want to be a coach that relies on talent. I want to coach fundamentals, technique. I want to teach. I want to make sure that they play with great effort, and I know that we're talented. So my job is to not try to rely on talent. I want to try to coach. There's a certain way that we want to play the game, and when we do, we're a good football team. And when we turn it over, and we don't protect the guy with football, whether that's a quarterback, a running back, a receiver, we're not very good. We can't.
And that was head coach Mike Vrabel giving some thoughts on training camp as well. Was that he doesn't want to just rely on talent. He wants to be able to coach fundamentals and things like that. And Derek, you are bringing it, sir, along with everybody else. Another thank you again for the super chat for the channel. Also, did you hear about Kyler Murray not watching film but getting the max deal? Somewhere in the deal, and that was crazy. That is nuts how that whole thing went down. Somewhere in the deal is that he has to watch at least 4 hours of film per day. Is part of his new contract. So the Cardinals and even the agent, I don't know how that all got worked out or anything like that, but it's basically saying they're forcing Kyler Murray to watch film. And I mean, as a professional football player, you shouldn't have to be forced to watch film on the defenses that you're going to be facing, or on your own office saying, okay, maybe I could have changed the play here, or I could have, through to this receiver or that receiver, or, oh, dang, I didn't see that linebacker right there. I didn't notice that blitz. I should have changed the blocking protection. That should be fundamental for a lot of quarterbacks. And I mean, there are some quarterbacks like Peyton Manning, and, and everything. And I just, wow, And that was something I thought I had never heard of, is you got to put in a contract. Well, you got to watch film. You are required to watch film. I thought that was kind of within, everybody got to watch some film. So, I mean, for me to do what I do sometimes, I have to watch film and stuff like that. So, I mean, that's kind of supposed to be how it goes. But again, Derek, thank you for the super chat. Steven says, it's all about how the coaching staff leads the players. Very true. Ian says, what's up? I'm excited that football is officially back. I am too. I said about a week or 2 weeks ago, I was like, I just wasn't excited about this season. But now I'm starting to cheer up a little bit, especially with some of the news that we heard today as far as things are concerned. And Miss Mims, how you doing? Hopefully your Bible study went well tonight and everything. Glory to the Lord, glory to God, absolutely. So definitely glad y'all are here. And again, Derek, thank you for the super chat, and everybody, thank you for all your support. But that press conference, very interesting, and how all of that was, they were glad about the continuity and that stuff that they want, everything, which led into today. And it leads into today, and what one of the big stories from today was Traylon Burks. Traylon Burks was a big topic of discussion all off season and also leading into this camp. And I'm going to play for you. This was Diana Rossini. Some of you may have heard this, some of you have not. But this was Diana Rossini on the Athletics football show, and she was talking about the Titans. In particular, she was talking about Traylon Burks.
Get through warm-ups because he's winded. And the first sign of anyone ever getting winded, only because it was me when I was in college, is whenever someone's shoulders hurt because you're breathing the wrong way, right? So you're doing weird things with your body to catch your breath, and he was doing it. And so then all of a sudden he had ice on his shoulders. And I'm not trying to play doctor here, but just as a reporter standing on the sideline, I knew right away, I'm like, he is out of shape. The damn rookie that they drafted in the first round is out of shape. This is a nightmare. Vrabel is going to have this kid running from Tennessee to Ohio. And everything I've heard since then has been awesome. I've heard he's in shape. I've heard he's lost weight. I've heard there's been so much growth already. And this is an organization that doesn't like to share, I don't want to say it doesn't like to share positive stuff, but they're not quick to go there. And the stuff I've been getting from some people, some low-level people too as well, like they've heard that, he's working out tons, he dropped the weight, he's good to go. So I think heading into camp, this is a really good first step, considering I thought that was going to be an absolute disaster. Like I when I saw that, I'm thinking, are they going to cut this kid? Is this going to be one of the worst moves? For
2 years removed from what happened with their other first round pick.
Another disaster, right?
Okay, so that was Diana Rossini, ESPN reporter Diana Rossini, and who I have started to learn to trust a little bit more as far as insider news, especially when it comes to the Titans, because she is in the know here, like Teron Davenport is. And that, I was shocked when I heard that the first time. I'm like, he's dropped weight? He's looking good? I'm like, didn't they say he couldn't get through practice? The asthma, bad conditioning, and things like that. So, I'm thinking, okay, something's not right. Somebody's lying. That's what I thought. I'm like, okay, but we'll see. And when I tell you, there has been a complete 180 for how training camp started today. Burks looked good. Burks looked really good, at least from the little bit I got to see from some videos. A to Z Sports put out some video, and also some other people put out video too, but Burks looked good. He caught a big time pass from Tannehill, which I need to see if I can, I'm going to try to retweet that. I'm going to try to retweet it on my Twitter in just a minute. But, man, Burks, from all accounts, Burks looked good today. Burks looked good. I mean, had a very, very good first day of practice for the training camp, and that's exactly what he needed. He needed to have he needed to get off to a better start, and he absolutely did today. I mean, Treylon Burks, extremely impressive today. Caught a big deep bomb from Tannehill. That was definitely a catch. Caught a couple of others as well, but Treylon Burks got through the practice, looked really good and everything. And so I was very impressed with Burks, and I'm going to give a little bit of what Burks had to say today after practice as well. This is with A to Z Sports. Some other reporters, the media scrum, they definitely went to Burks and talked to him after practice. Seemed to look good and took accountability.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm great.
All right, how you feeling physically?
I feel good. Feel real good. Just being able to come out here, be with the teammates on my first training camp, and just do what I love to do, and also be a part of the team and play my role like I'm supposed to do.
How different do you feel now from maybe OTAs physically?
I feel a lot different. Feel a lot healthier, and it just makes me feel good that I can come out here and just play a role and be a part of the team.
What did you do this little bit of weight around in the off season here the last month?
Honestly, just getting my conditionings right. Making sure I'm taking care of my body, eating healthier, working out, and just really staying on top of my playbook, and just knowing my role and just being a part of it.
So how much weight did you drop between now and the end of OTAs? How much weight did you dropped?
I would say maybe about 5 or 6 pounds.
How much difference has that made for you?
It's made a pretty good difference. You just say really with my asthma and my breathing, just being able to handle it a lot better, and just being out here with the team just makes it even more better.
What are some things you did to handle the asthma better from?
Conditioning, running, putting myself in situations where I know that my asthma would flare up, and just being able to push through it and just be dominant.
In the past, has the asthma gone?
Now, that was a little bit of Treylon Burks from practice today. And, he would go on to also say, he took some accountability, saying that, he really should have gotten into that sooner and things like that. But he's definitely pushing through, putting himself in a situation where his asthma would flare up and be able to push through that. So definitely an excellent sign going forward today from Treylon Burks. He did very, very well today. Was definitely very glad to hear that. And so Derek looks like his lungs are okay for right now. Definitely okay for right now. Definitely. So, Ms. Mims, yes, Julio is with the Buccaneers. Now he signed a 1-year deal. So that is correct. That is true. And I mean, shout out to Miss Dolly, by the way, and my homegirl Crystal for this tumbler. Again, I love it. It's cold. My water stays cold. My drink stay cold. Love this. But yes, Julio did go to the Buccaneers, 1-year deal. We'll see if he gets along with Brady. That's going to be interesting because Julio looks like he will be back here when the Titans and the Buccaneers have joint practices later in the month of August. So that's going to be going down as well. So that's something to definitely look forward to. So that's going to be very, very interesting how that works, if Julio even practices at all. So that's going to be the very interesting thing. Some other notes, definitely, Derek, there was some accountability. There was definitely some accountability from Burks. I definitely did like that. Derek looked good. I saw like a video or two of him. He seemed to be running almost as if nothing went wrong. Tannehill had some very nice throws from what I've been hearing. And so this is kind of a redemption tour for him. Again, Tannehill has to earn my trust back. But we're definitely going to see going into the season what's going to happen with Tannehill if that redemption does come to fruition. Also, Robert Woods, they said, he's not on the PUP or anything like that. No brace today. So they said he's about 90%. So he's going to be doing a lot of work as well, prepping for the regular season. So definitely a pretty nice day for the offense. As far as I'm concerned, defensively, some things that I definitely heard. Caleb Farley, is definitely looks like he's fully healthy. Had a couple of interceptions, I believe, in some practices before camp. Really got underway, had a couple of interceptions and things like that. Fulton, Burks had a couple of catches over Fulton and Farley, and there was some pretty good coverage on those guys, from those guys, and definitely was some good things that was going on there. So all in all, seemed like it was a pretty good day of practice for the Tennessee Titans in the beginning. But, we got a string, how they say it, yes, it's good to have one day, but you got to string together a couple of days of practice, and that's something that has to be done. You need to string together a couple of days of practice and things like that. I know Vrabel spoke earlier today. I did not get a chance to get a clip of that or anything, but a lot of good positives came out of that. Again, position battles. Let's get into that a little bit before I do my predictions. Position battles I'm looking at. There are two. One is at right tackle. And Dylan Radunz, has work to do. And Dylan Radunz has to earn that spot. He has to earn that right tackle spot because, even though Nicholas Petit-Ferrer may not be all the way ready, he's going to challenge for that spot. He's going to challenge for that spot. And we're definitely going to see what both of those guys bring. I think Dylan Radunz will end up starting. And I think he could do very well. On the other side is the left guard. Excuse me. Left guard is going to be the battle. Jamarco Jones and Aaron Brewer. That is going to be the job. That is going to be the one on the offensive line that commands the most attention. Because, we have no handle on who, is going to get that job. We have no clue who's going to win that job at all. No idea who's going to win that job. So that's going to be the major competition right there. See, I'm going to get a couple of your comments in. Let's see. Derek says Julio hates practice. Agree. Captain Trips, what's up with you? Welcome in here. Ms. Mim says her eyes are open on Tannehill. I agree. Says Traylon's gonna ball out this year. I hope so. Get better from one day to the next. Again, y'all make sure after this show, y'all go check out the 615 podcast as well. Steven says, one good day doesn't mean celebration time. I agree. It's not celebration time just yet. However, we're going to see. We will definitely see what comes of this with with Burks and everything, but not celebration time just yet. Did Malik Willis get to work in? I did not hear anything about Malik getting a lot of work in. I'm not sure. Definitely trying to get some information on if Malik had some work. That is a excellent question. So let's see. I'm going on Twitter trying to see if I can find out some information. I did see there was a little bit of Malik getting some throws in during warm-ups. And let's see. Now, okay. So I did not see much of Malik Willis on practice. Again, if I do see anything with Malik, I'll post it on the Facebook page or on Twitter and things like that. CJ says, I hope Raiders does magic. That's my guy. I want Raiders to win the job as well. Jamarco saying, Steven says Jamarco for left guard. We're definitely going to see about that. Everybody, make sure y'all smash that like button. Definitely appreciate that. CJ, definitely smash the like button if you haven't already. I need everybody who's watching to smash that like button if you could for me. And also, if you haven't subscribed to the show, make sure you go ahead under Titans and Truth. Now, it's going to end up changing in a bit. I will let y'all know of that when it changes over to the Truth Sports podcast channel. Again, it'll be the same thing. So nothing really is going to change except the name. But y'all make sure y'all subscribe to the channel and click on the, hit that bell and hit all so you get all the notifications of when the show goes live. And again, you make sure you follow the channels, TNT Enforcers, the at TNT Blue Enforcer on Twitter, and also at Titans_in_truth on Instagram as well. So definitely make sure y'all follow all of those pages. But that's going to be the battle. Caleb Farley, I think, has done a lot of good, has done very well indeed. And Christian Fulton. We got to see if he's going to become a shutdown corner and make this defense one of the best. And so I am definitely liking what I've heard from training camp so far. Let's see. CJ said, I want Jamarco to start too, but I feel better with him than the other guy. Honestly, I think Aaron Brewer is probably going to win the job, and this is why. Aaron Brewer is familiar with the system. Yes, he's a little undersized, but, in spots, he did do well for this team. He did extremely well for this team in spot duty. Now, it's definitely going to be a question of if he can do that long term, but he's definitely going to get his opportunity. Rocky Yit, what's going on with you? Let's see. I know Mr. Bill won a Super Bowl. I know that's right. Tyler, what's up with you, sir, man? Glad to see you, man. I know you've been going through quite a bit. Prayers are with you. Glad you were able to join the show with us. But we're going to go ahead and get into talking about the 53-man roster as well. And so we're going to talk about who I think can make, who I think will make this roster, who I think can, who I think will be, who I think will be the guys that make the team, and some guys that I think, a few guys that I think will make the practice squad as well. So that's something that we're definitely about to get into in just a moment and everything. So I definitely, again, appreciate everybody tuning in. I appreciate everybody tuning in and things like that. And make sure, if you're looking, I know real estate has went up and things like that. But there's somebody that can help you with real estate if you need it. So hit up my guy Cody Milhoyne of First Class Real Estate Advisors. Let me tell you guys about him. He's huge. Cody is huge on integrity. He's a fellow Titans fan. This is what he built his real estate business on, integrity. So many other agents only care about making a sale. Cody will offer you many options and discuss the pros and cons for every option. Cody understands that whether you're buying or selling a $10,000 trailer or $20 million mansion, he understands a real estate investment is likely to be the biggest investment of your life. If you live in Tennessee or anywhere in California or between Carolina and California, definitely give Cody a call at 713-798-8505 or at his office at 731-207-8060, and you see the number on the screen, or his email address at codym@firstclassre.com, and tell him Chris of Titans and Truth definitely sent you. So if you need some help on your real estate, definitely hit him up. Back here on Titans and Truth, I definitely do appreciate that. Let's see. I want to see Hassan from the Wolverines run all over the field alongside Derrick Henry. That is I'm definitely interested to see that battle. Who's going to be number 2? Is it going to be Dontrell Hilliard or Hassan Haskins? And I think there's a situation where all 3 guys could get in there and definitely get some play. And let's see, Tyler comes in and says, definitely appreciate y'all. Hey, look, I know everybody going through stuff. It happens. It definitely happens. I need Farley. I read Farley had 2 picks today. Also heard it was before the vets were out. Yeah, because the rookies and injured players, had to come in. And, he's been doing a lot of work all offseason. I believe he got one of the offseason awards, if I'm not mistaken, because he's been working extremely hard. So, definitely big ups to him. But let's get into these roster predictions. And we're going to start with the quarterbacks. And this is how I think it's going to go. Again, this is just my way too early prediction. I may have this completely wrong. And if I do, I want y'all to give me your thoughts on if I got one wrong, who do y'all think makes the team and who doesn't? But as far as quarterback is concerned, of course, Ryan Tannehill will be the starter. Logan Woodside, I think, will be number 2 for now. And Malik Willis will be the 3. So I think they do carry 3 quarterbacks. Malik Willis will not be on the practice squad because somebody will pick him up. That is easy. So they're going to carry 3 quarterbacks unless Malik Willis does so well in the preseason that he could unseat Woodside. I don't think that'll happen, but that is not outside of the realm of possibility. I could definitely see Malik Willis unseating Logan Woodside and becoming the number 2. And so we're definitely going to see how that goes in camp. But again, I think Logan Woodside will win number 2 because, Vrabel just absolutely loves the guy, has a man crush on him. So that's how I think this is going to go with the quarterbacks. Running backs, I think they carry 5. Derrick Henry, Torrey Carter at fullback, Dontrell Hilliard, Hassan Haskins, and I have Trenton Cannon for now, and this is why. I know a lot of us have never even heard of Trenton Cannon, but the only reason I have him going is that, he's been a kick returner. And right now the Titans need a kick and a punt returner. And so that's why I have Trenton Cannon making the team, because of his kick return. Not so much what he does as a running back. And then in red, if you see anything in red, that means that's somebody that I unfortunately would think is going to get cut. And I think Julius Chestnut, the undrafted running back, I believe he'll get cut, and Jordan Wilkins will end up on the practice squad with that. So, again, this is just my way too early prediction. So I have 3 quarterbacks, 5 running backs so far. Next up, the tight ends. And I have us keeping 4. Obviously, Austin Hooper, Jeff Swain, Chiga Kwankwo, and you know, that 4th one, this could definitely change between Tommy Hudson and Briley Moore. Right now, I think Tommy Hudson makes it because he has had a little bit more experience on the main roster. Now, Briley Moore was very impressive last year, and I think he had an outside shot of making the team before he got hurt. I think he ends up on the practice squad. Briley Moore, and I think Hudson makes the team. Now, that could very easily get switched. That could very easily switch, and then Thomas Odukoya, I think, gets cut with that. Let's see. This man says, I pick Willis number 2, Woodside 3. Yeah, they're definitely keeping 3 quarterbacks. CJ said Logan is not better. I didn't say Logan was better. I just said he's experienced. And people are going to want him out there. That much is true. If Malik earns number 2, that's going to speak volumes for him. I do agree. That means he's ahead of schedule. And, yeah, Lee's going live in about 20 minutes, so y'all definitely check him out. Tyler says Chick is going to be special. I'm excited. I am too. And Jameson, what's up with you, sir? Glad you're here. He says, I like what Tommy Hudson has done for us, especially with all the injuries that they dealt with. And Tommy Hudson dealt with some injuries too. I believe he got hurt week 2 against Seattle. He was in the game, did a couple things, but then he got hurt and was out for the rest of the season. So that is definitely going to be very interesting. We're definitely going to see how he looks. Now to the 2 positions of my most concern. And these are positions where I think I probably got it wrong more often than not. And first off is the wide receiver position. And this is how I have it going. They're keeping 6. Woods and Burks, Nick Westbrook-Akina, Kyle Phillips, Josh Malone, I think, makes the team. And I really had a very difficult time between Racey McMath and Des Fitzpatrick. But I kind of gave the nod right now to Des Fitzpatrick. And I think Mason Kinsey and Reggie Robinson, I think Robinson could be a dark horse, but I think he ends up on the practice squad. I think Kinsey goes back to the practice squad. And maybe Racey McMath makes the practice squad too, unless they do keep 7 receivers and maybe 4 running backs. That could happen too. So we're definitely going to see how that goes. I could see 7 receivers. That could happen. But right now, I think the Titans carry 6. I think McMath gets cut or ends up on the practice squad. I think Kinsey and Robinson get on the practice squad as well. Robinson could end up getting cut right out, but I think with his speed factor, I think that's going to be very, very important with that. So we're definitely going to keep going. And then we're going to go into offensive line. And then I'm going to get to some of y'all comments in a minute. Offensive line, I have us with 8 offensive linemen. And take a look at how I got the starters. I got Lawan, and I'm going left to right. I got Lawan, and then I got Brewer / Jamarco Jones. Both of those guys will make the team. One of them is going to be the starter, and the other's the utility guy. Ben Jones, Nate Davis, I think Dylan Radon starts, Nicholas Petit-Ferrer, and then Corey Levin, I think, starts as well. Because Jamarco Jones can play all over the field, Corey Levin can back up Ben Jones, play guard or center, and then Petit-Ferrer can back up Radon or Taylor Lewan on either side at tackle. And so, and I think the rest of the guys do get cut. I could definitely see Christian DeLauro, who has some experience, Xavier Newman, maybe Howerton, I would say Xavier Newman. I have heard his name a little bit. Jordan Roos, and some other guys. Jalen McKenzie's another guy I've heard his name mentioned. I think a couple of those guys could end up on the practice squad. So definitely there will be some offensive linemen on the practice squad as well. But I could see Newman, DeLauro, Jalen McKenzie could be a couple of practice squad possibilities. But right now I have 26 offensive players on that side of the ball. That's what I have at least right now. Let me know what y'all think about offensive predictions so far. Do y'all like it? Do y'all hate it? What would you change if you were me? CJ said, I like to see Chig as number 2. Jeff is okay, but drops balls sometimes. We're definitely going to see. Upgrades are going to be huge. And it's definitely an upgraded tight end. Without a doubt. Derek said, do you think our play calling will be better than run, play action? That is going... Todd Downing is the biggest wild card in all of this. Now, Tim Kelly being here will help him out. Will definitely help him out. And so that's going to be pretty good. I think that play calling is going to be extremely important. And it looks like they might try some different things. Tyler says, I've got a feeling a wide receiver is going to get cut from another team and J-Rob will scoop him up. That could be something. That could definitely be something. Power Hour, what's up with you, Mr. Bishop? And I got to get you, I got to definitely talk up with you as well within the next few weeks. So definitely be on the lookout. Power Hour, definitely putting out some good content. Says, Dez getting a lot of praise from Vrabel. Quite surprised by that. I have heard Dez getting a lot of praise. Definitely saying that he's attacking. He's going to go win the football and things like that. And, I think he doesn't want to end up on the practice squad again. He wants to make the roster. So I could definitely see that. James said, I think they're going to keep 7. I could definitely see that happening. But there has been a lot of praise for Des Fitzpatrick. Without a doubt. I think he was one of the off-season award winners as well. So he says, like the fact that you got got linemen that can play different positions. Yeah, there's a lot of versatility, and that is the key. Left guard and right tackle, that is the position that is going to be, those are the 2 positions. So Tyler says, I think you're on the money so far. Thank you for that. Hopefully I stay on the money. We're definitely going to see about that. But we're going to go to the defensive side of the ball now. And I think they keep 6 defensive linemen. With Simmons, Autry, Tier Tart, Naquan Jones. This offseason is huge for Larrell Murchison. His roster spot is on the line. Larrell Murchison is not guaranteed to make this team, and I think somebody takes his spot. DeMarcus Walker, I think, makes this team and gets a chance to shine. And then also I see Haskell Garrett making this team as well, the undrafted free agent out of Ohio State. A lot of people thought he should have been drafted. But he gets picked up. I think he has a chance to make the team. Jaden Peavy is another guy that I've heard a few things about. But I do think guys like Kevin Strong, now Deshaun Hand could make the team as well. But I think he ends up getting cut. I think Peavy makes the practice squad. But I think Larrell Murchison at the end gets cut. Then you got the linebackers. And this is both outside and inside linebackers. Now, you got Zach Cunningham, David Long, Monty Rice, who is on the PUP to start off the off-season training camp. So hopefully he'll come off of that at some point. And then, of course, you got Harold Landry and Bud Dupree. And on the outside, I think making the team Rashad Weaver, who we did see a little flash of before he got hurt, and Ola Adeni as always. And then on the inside, I think Chance Campbell will make the team, be a special team player. And he's going to get a lot of reps at inside linebacker with Monty Rice on the PUP. So we're definitely going to see what Chance Campbell has. Now, Dylan Cole, he did some good things on special teams last year, so he may have a chance. But I think some of these other guys like Justin Lawler, Joe Jones, I think those guys are going to get cut. I don't have those guys making the team. At defensive back, I have 10 defensive backs. That's corners and safeties. And, of course, I have Buster Skrine retired, so he's not in this equation. But, of course, you got Christian Fulton, Caleb Farley, Elijah Molden, Kevin Byard, Amani Hooker. And then, of course, you got Roger McCreary, who I think is on the up and up. And then Chris Jackson, Josh Kalu, who was just brought back, Theo Jackson, and I think A.J. Moore all make the team. I think Michael Griffin, the second, probably ends up on the practice squad, but I got him cut for right now. And, of course, there are some other secondary players, but I don't think they make much of an impact. That's why I don't have them listed. And then last but not least, special teams, really don't need to go any further than that. Randy Bullock, Brett Kern, Morgan Cox. And then I think Chad Shudak and Ryan Stonehouse could both be on the practice squad. Hopefully Shudak gets to get out there and make a few kicks, at least provide a little competition for Randy Bullock. I think Ryan Stonehouse will probably get to see him punt some balls as well. Randy Bullock was 8 of 8 today from what I heard as well. So Fat Randy has I'm trying to see if I can find. Yeah. So Ben Arthur of the from the Tennessean wrote with Randy Bullock. Was 8 of 8 on field goals. Hit from 33, 37, 44, 42, 48, 50, and 43. So he's hit a lot of big kicks so far in this offseason, but I have those 3 guys on. So that is my initial 53. That is my way too early 53-man roster. Let me know what y'all think in the comments section. Do y'all think it was good? Do you think I made a mistake somewhere? Definitely let me know what you think. Definitely going to get some comments here. Said I missed that they brought Kalu back. Yeah, they did bring back Kalu. And that is an excellent question. Like Miss Mims and CJ talking about Kicking Ficken. What happened with him? I think he's a free agent now. With that, that is an excellent question. I don't know what happened to Sam Ficken. I have no idea, literally, where he is right now. He's right now a free agent. He's a free agent. And I kind of feel bad for him because what happened was not his fault. He at least deserved the chance to at least earn the job, at least get his job back, and everything. So I hate that happened to him. Tyler says if Weaver puts in the work this offseason, I think he could be a stud. Now, I did see in Florida, he was working out with Bud Dupree. He was definitely working out with Bud Dupree earlier in the offseason. So that was pretty big. Jameson says 8 linebackers needed for sure. Definitely. Tyler says, what makes you think Murchison gets cut? Because I think some other guys are going to do better than him. What has Larrell Murchison done since he's been a Titan? Don't worry, I'll wait. Exactly. Absolutely nothing. Nothing. So that's why. James says Downing is on the clock this year. Yeah, he might be on the hot seat. He better produce. So, Sam kicking ficking. I don't know why he's a free agent now. I thought the Titans still pick him up. But, hey, it is what it is. We gotta move on. That's why, Shudak is getting a shot. If he gets the opportunity coming back from the PUP as well. So that is my 53-man roster prediction. As far as I'm concerned with all of that, again, let me know what y'all think on that. And to close out the show tonight, definitely closing out the show again. Some special announcements. Again, Truth League Report is on its way. Definitely going to be coming very soon on Mondays. So definitely be on the lookout for that. Spread this word to all other NFL fans because I'm going to be trying to branch out and learn, about other NFL fans. Because, hey, yes, I am a Titans fan, but as a sportscaster, I'm trying to, do a lot of other sports as well besides just the Titans and the NFL. Also, Down to the T on its way as well. So definitely be on the lookout for that. That's going to be coming soon. We'll be talking Vols, talking Grizzlies, talking Tigers, trying to get some Predators in there as well. So definitely be on the lookout for those as well. But to close out the show tonight, and also I am going to put this out as well very, very soon. Very soon. Again, the channel will be changed to the Truth Sports Podcast channel. So definitely look for that because we are going to be bringing out a lot of other content. So definitely be on the lookout for that. That's coming soon. And this show will also be put on Spotify, iTunes, iHeartRadio, and where you get your anywhere where you get your audio podcast. So if you can't get on here, or if you just prefer to just listen to the audio instead of trying to look at me, at my crazy looking face on YouTube, you will definitely be able to do that very, very soon as well. I'm also going to be broadcasting the games on there as well whenever I am not at Nissan Stadium watching those games as well. So to close out the show tonight, the broadcasting community in Nashville lost a very special guy in the field of broadcasting, in the field of radio, and that was former 104.5 The Zone, Wake Up Zone co-host Mark Howard, who passed away this past Sunday. At the age of 64 in his home in Bellevue, right outside of Nashville. Very sad story to hear. I definitely remember him hosting the Wake Up Zone early with Frank Wycheck, remembering his voice in the mornings. Definitely when I was living in Nashville on my way to work, his voice is what I woke up to, was as I was going to work. His voice was one that I know I've heard. And of course, he did some stuff on 102.5. He did the draft shows in place of Mr. Floyd when Mr. Floyd passed away as well. And so he was also doing Predator games as well. So I definitely hated that happened. Definitely prayer goes out to the Howard family, also to the 104.5 The Zone family, and all the radio broadcasters up there in Nashville, because I know a lot of them knew Mark Howard personally. I know David Beauclair of The Athletic talked about him on one of the shows. Teresa Walker talked about him as well, and things like that. Had nothing but glowing things to say about him. And so he will definitely be missed. Definitely. So I'm going to miss him as well, miss his voice. On Predators before and after games, and with him messing with Jared at times too. So again, rest in peace to Mark Howard. He was gone too soon at the age of 64. And thank y'all for that brief moment of silence. There still be on YouTube. That's not going anywhere. I promise you that. That is definitely not going anywhere. But I'm just going to be branching out a little bit further as well. Not just doing it on YouTube, not just putting it on Facebook or LinkedIn or anything like that. I'm also trying to build the podcast and everything. So definitely a lot of people talking about that. Wrote a great article. Rest in peace. Definitely was gone way too soon. What's up, Herman? Definitely praying for the family. The Broncos on the 13th. I'm going to definitely try to make that one. Definitely try to make that one indeed. And that was something that Mark Howard was really good with detail. Like, he knew everything about every team. It didn't matter who it was. He knew a lot about it. So, that was, that was something that was very good about him, was that he had knowledge on everything. He had knowledge on the Titans, had knowledge on the Predators, had knowledge on the Vols, had, if they talked about the Sounds, he knows some about them. So, definitely, again, rest in peace. Definitely rest in peace to Mark Howard. Tyler said, does PK even like the Titans? The guy always comes off negative. That's PK. PK can be very sarcastic. Sometimes PK and Buck, I'd say this about Buck too. Sometimes they think they're all holier than thou. Sometimes they make it seem like they know more information than all of us do, or anything like that. So, and I might be wrong on that, but that's just kind of what rubs off on me in particular on that. Again, make sure y'all smash the like button and also subscribe if you haven't already. But that's just kind of how I see it with them. But obviously they're professionals. They know what they're doing and things like that. So that's all I got to really say about that. But everybody, I think that's going to just about do it for tonight's show. Definitely going to be coming back with some updates next week as training camp resumes. And we'll be inching very much closer to that first preseason game. I know there's going to be open practices this weekend. I don't like the fact that a lot of y'all took all those tickets. I wanted to go to practice because I'm going to be in town. I will be in town for SummerSlam this Saturday. I acknowledge the Tribal Chief. All the other teams are the twos, like Roman Reigns. The Titans are the ones on that. So, everybody, I look forward to that. Thank y'all for tuning into the show. If you haven't subscribed to the show, help me get to 1,200. I'm about 36 away from that. Trying to get there with that. So help me get to 1,200. Make sure y'all share again the show. Thank y'all for tuning in. And y'all have a very good rest of the night. I holla.